Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump in some matches. See how this mutate deck performs. See if we can figure out when the right time to mutate and when the right time to just lay another creature is. Won't always be an easy decision. Yep, we'll keep this. We'll probably cycle this early. Get some more action going on. Ideally, we'd like to draw a Glimmer Belt early, so we can get this down turn 3, ramp our deck, and make a 3/4 flyer that can swing. But we'll see what happens. Opponent wondering whether to keep the hand or not. Ugh. Okay. Well, let's check out this background a little bit. Let's see if we can break up some of these crystals. Not looking like it. Any of these other ones? You surely can ping them. Alright, cool. Alright, back into it. Alright. Got something for turn 1? Alright, he does not. Let's go ahead and we'll send it back to them. This is a 4-drop mutate, and this is 4-drop creature, so odds are we're going to lay this turn 3, and then turn 4 mutate it, getting 2 counters and getting a land. Cool. Turn 2 this guy. 1 mana cycler. Whenever he cycles, he gains a life. Okay, so like I said, our game plan is to lay this guy down. As a 2/3. Blocks really good here. If he attacks, I won't block, obviously, because he'll have a combat trick. But I think the next turn, if he doesn't kill it, we're just going to mutate, get a land, put 2 counters on it, and swing for 5, because we'll put him on top. Ooh, what does that guy do? Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana, and that costs to less than 1 mana. Target creature can't block this turn. Now that card's really good because it reduces all cycling basically to 1. So if he's in an all cycling deck, that card's going to go off. It can really storm off. Not to mention it's a 3/3 for 3 and can make things not block, so it's also just ridiculously good anyways. But point is, it's really good in a cycling deck. Do we have any 1 mana spells? I don't think so. Ooh, yeah. I hit mutate. Everything clicks so fastly. We're going to put this on the over. We definitely want the bigger body on top. Okay, and we'll go get a red mana. That's the reason we played so little. And if he wants to jump, he can. 5 it is. And the next turn we have ram through. It won't deal extra damage because I don't have trample, but that's okay. Yeah. That's a big guy. 4/4 flyer. Now let's see if he holds him back. He does not. He's in a race now, which is good for us because we'll just ram down this guy and it's going to hurt a lot of his deck, hopefully. So let's start by swinging. This is an instant speed, but we want to do it on our turn because we don't want him to make use of any of this. Instant speed, rapid bite. That can also trample over. The power creep is real. It doesn't even fight. It just straight up punches things. We'll go ahead and swing. Get in for 5, put him to 10. And on our turn, we'll go ahead, target our creature, target his creature, and punch down both of his creatures. So it's almost, if this goes through without a hitch, which I don't know what 1 black card they could use, but it's almost a 3-for-1 because my 1 card, and well, it's a 2-for-1. It takes down their 2 cards. So that feels pretty good. Now, even if they double block here, he's still trading for just this guy. So, yeah, I think we'll swing again. If they want to do that, that's fine, and then we'll just make a big elemental, a 6/6 elemental afterwards and see if they can deal with it. Just continue the beats. Now, we're hoping after this we can stop flooding a little bit and start hitting our other stuff. If we can hit like the flyer mutated on this or something along those lines, we'll be really happy. Yep. Double block, that's fine. I definitely want to get rid of the 4/3 first. Cool. Land and play this for what, 6, right? 6, yes. Sorry, my brain's a little wavy because it just got done with F&M, so I'm hoping I still make the right plays and whatnot. Definitely a little on the tired side. Whew, still flooding. All right. We'll just keep swinging. Keep playing the cards. Okay, so when this cat dies, it makes a human. Is that correct? Yes. Ooh, parcel beast. Well, I want to keep swinging. So I don't think I want to mutate, and it doesn't do me much good to mutate, other than I can just do this 1 mana thing right away. But I think I'd rather get this body out. So I think I'm going to swing. Let him get his human. That's fine. Humans and squirrels. Best friends forever. That's fine. Just more chump blockers for him. Now I will play this for 4 mana, and then we'll start maybe using his ability if we feel like we need to. Right now we might still swing him in, because he gets through this just fine. But if something comes on the board with Death Touch or something that clogs up the ground a little bit, like he doesn't swing through that, I'll probably just use his ability. Either get the lands off the top of my deck or draw a card. Ooh, Flame Spill. Interesting. If we Flame Spill this, it can deal 3 to him and we swing with both, and if they don't have any answer at all, we should kill them. Because this will deal 3, so any 1 damage through will kill them. I'm going to go for it. I don't know what they can do to stop it, and this ability costs 4, so he can't make another human. Let's see what happens. Yep, might as well go for lethal if we got a chance at it. Want to keep the pedal to the metal, especially flooding out. We don't want to give them any time that they can start drawing their good cards and we can keep drawing our lands. Blitz. Alright, and that's targeting what? Did he target his own creature? Yeah, he did. He only has 1. Okay. That makes sense. So now I think the plan, we could get him down to 2. I think I'd rather get him down to 2 than draw a card at this point. So we'll do that and keep the land in hand. No reason to play it. Make them keep having stuff. Right now they kind of have to kill the elemental, and the parcel beast kind of is a more longer game card for us, so we're kind of in a great spot that way. King Caesar. What is he? When this mutates, other creatures get X, and where X is the number of my mutated. Okay, so he's a 3/4 cat at this point. This guy is not going to swing in very well. These will just bounce, and he has to block here if I swing with both. If I swing here, he just chumps the same way. So it's not going to change a whole lot. Yeah, so I might as well just swing here. Swing here. And I should have looked at the top card, possibly if I would have got a ram through. Could have, it didn't change a whole lot. I will do it now though. Gust of wind. Sure. Let's draw another card. I think I'd rather have the otter than the fair finder at this point. And we'll keep the fair finder in hand. Yeah, so we're in great shape. Fumbled through that turn a little bit. It's possible a better line was somewhere in there, but I don't think we were ever in danger. So that showed up pretty well. Mutate was a little cool in a couple spots we got to use it, but that just came down to a big old elemental. All right, game 2. Let's see what happens. There we go. Like the black owl. Come on, guy. Let's see our hands. Oof, can't keep that. Even with the cycling too. Cannot keep it. I like it. It's funny how the 1 mana hands always look the best, right? Makes a lot of sense though. Ugh, come on. I don't love that. Okay, let's go to 5. See if we can make something out of it. We got the lands. We got a good removal spell. We got, yeah, that's a keeper for sure. I'm going to keep 5 here. I would like to keep the deal 4. Probably, well, maybe. I definitely want to keep the divination. We might be able to just chuck both red cards because we don't have red and kind of just hope that between the divination we get something to mutate onto. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do, even though the red cards are probably the best cards in our hand in this hand, but I think this is the smarter play. Okay, well, we're on the draw, so we're going to make one of the cards back. It's worth knowing that we got both of our red cards on our deck, bottom of our deck. Okay, and Lord Dracus could be cool to get a divination back. Just so we're on the same page, this isn't divination, but in our deck it will be, because we won't have a human and a non-human. We don't have any humans in the deck. So it's just going to redraw 2 in our deck. Enters, put a lifelink, okay. 3 mana, 1/3. That's not that bad. That does literally nothing right now. So let's just get a divination going, and we'll play this guy out next turn and get some fun things going. Because if we can get this guy out and then we mutate on him, we can get this divination back while going and getting land and having a 3/4. At least that's going to be the plan. It's going to be our way to get out of this. We just drew the 2 cards to get us out of being at 5 cards. So right now we even have more cards than him. So we should be able to turn this game around if we play it smartly. Okay. That's a human, so he can put it on him. Okay, cool. So we're hitting our mana. I'm going to lay this. There's a good chance that a little later in the game this will start drawing his cards and hitting counters, which is going to be great. Other option was the elemental that turn, but I think we want to hold him till later in the game. I think having him as a big creature is really what we want to do, and I think we want to combine as many mutate thing triggers as possible. Humans get +1/+1. Okay. That does not a whole lot right here. But if he gets another human, he can start tapping down my creatures. So that's pretty cool. And he's in the human colors. Greater Sandworm. I don't mind holding on to that for now. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and mutate. Mutate right here. We definitely want the 3/4 on top. This opens me up to kind of some 2-for-1s with tapping it down, but I think the trigger's too good not to do. So 2 mana. I guess there is a 2 mana Doomblade type card that he could get me for this. He could, nope, okay, cool. We'll definitely put it under. Cool, we'll get our divination back. And then we'll go get a red mana. And then we'll probably just play this out. Or draw 2 more cards, depending what we want to do. So he waited till after I mutated. He's possibly going to kill it now. Which is fine, because then we got all the triggers and stuff from it. Cool. No, he's staying alive. Cool. We get a red mana. Get our divination back. So now we have to decide, do we want to draw 2 cards? Or do we want to start getting counters on this or drawing cards per turn? I think the sooner the better for this, so I'm going to put it out there. Next turn I can do multi-spell a little bit, or I can just lay out a big sandworm. Okay. It doesn't make much sense. Why would he do that? Does he think it has lifelink? He must. Do we want to swing here? Gets him for 2. It's 3 for 4. No, I don't think we do. Although it gives him much less incentive to kill it if I swing. But this way, he might lay a human. He can't get in with this. If he lays a human, then he might just tap it down. Either way, there's not a wrong way to eat this cookie, I think. He's deciding what to do. Okay, more tappers. So this can tap these 2 to tap this down. He can pay 2 mana to tap something down. So we're going to be in a kind of a grindy game, it looks like. It's going to be grindy. This card is going to probably prove to be pretty good, making these guys actual threats. So I think he should swing in for 2, and depending what he has, I'd just pass the turn and use this to tap him down on my turn. Cool. Let me draw a card. I'm in for that. Definitely in for that. Okay. Let's see if they're going to tap down my 3/4. We'll start there. Drawing 2 cards a turn is just great. Let's see, if they go to double block here. No. They're legit going to let me just swing here? Well, if he lets me get him for 3, I'm going to kill this before laying a creature so he can't tap anything. What is he doing? Interesting. So kill that. Do you want to just kill them both? Or do you want to just trade with this and kill this bird? Or do you want to kill anything? I think killing the 2 humans could be good. We can stop any ability to tap things. Yeah, so 3, 2. Yeah, I have to do this before damage. Let's see if I got a way to save it. We've kind of punished them for not using those guys to tap him down. I think if they weren't going to tap him down, they should have just took 3 there. Kept their humans alive. I think this benefits them having a bunch of humans out. And it doesn't make any sense to just kind of throw them away like that. I could make a 3/3 elemental. I think we're in a good enough spot that I'm just going to draw more cards. Yep, I think we just want to bury him in card advantage and kind of just start taking over. We got some creatures with some kind of evasive abilities, so that should be pretty good for us. Yep, draw 2 cards. Okay, maybe a bunch of lands, but at least we didn't have a bunch of lands on the top of our deck, huh? Cool, let's get in for 3. Divine Arrow, that's perfectly fine. He did his job. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll play this for 7. That's fine. Probably almost just as worth it to play the Sandworm there, but part of me wants them to kill the Elemental more than the Sandworm, because the Sandworm's going to be harder to block. And then if they don't kill the Elemental, we got a lot of cool draws off the top of the deck that could just get them in. That's fine. They have another tapper. Draw 2 cards. Got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of our 16 lands in our deck. So go ahead, let's get in for 7. I'm just gonna play a Sandworm. Let them deal with our big guys. Yeah, they can tap 1 thing down. They lay a couple humans, they can tap 2 things down. But not really stuff we're scared of at this point. This kind of guarantees even if they kill one of our 7s, we're gonna be able to draw 2 cards on our turn. Kind of just putting the screws to them with our 5 card hand. Remember, we drew 4 cards with this, and then we've drawn another 3 with this. So, that's pretty cool. That's a human flyer. That's pretty neat. So the signpost uncommon for the keyword flying is in Azurius, and the signpost uncommon is a human as well. That's pretty neat. Riding some owls. And it getting a boost from this means that it can chump block the Sandworm. It's the only thing here that could. But we're going to draw 2 cards, and we got a lot of removal left in the deck, so it's possible we can just punch that thing out of the way. Even pay 2 mana for it because we're pretty flooded. Alright. Nice. That's pretty good. So now he can use these two to tap him. Alright, we're still kind of have a game, but we're going to be at 7 cards, so they're no cards. Interesting. Let's go ahead and layer. Let's make them tap this guy down. This mutates for 6. This costs 3. We got 10, so we could mutate onto that. What? Why is he letting me attack? That's just pure insanity. Okay. Wow. This taps them down and they don't untap. So what if I Bristling Boar? And then I mutate on top of it. And I mutate this guy. So he can't tap and they can't tap 2 humans to tap. And then obviously we put the 7/7 on top. And it has this keyword ability where it can only be blocked by 1 creature. And then we can mutate on top of it and get the other creature and just kind of get the win that way. Seems good to me. Yep, 7/7 on top. We tap down their tapper. Punish them again for not tapping our people. And it's going to kill them. Now they're going to tap 7/7, but at this point that's irrelevant. So even if they lay another human here, we can mutate onto this and tap down 2 of their creatures, because then we'll have 2 things that are mutated onto it. So there's, other than pumping this 6, no way to lose here. I mean, they could draw a kill spell, kill this, and then have to jump here, which still leaves me in a pretty good spot. That's fine. So our plan to mutate and tap 2 creatures is what's going to win us the game here. They misplayed a little bit on this, but we still had a pretty good hand. And we're going to draw 2 more cards. So that's also pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this one. I mean, we could show off with a bunch of stuff we can do, but let's not be that guy. We don't need to show them all the ways they could have been dead. Let's just end it right here. So that showed the power level of mutate. Our opponent misplayed a lot, but the mutate triggers were just ridiculous, and that card that drew us 2 cards every turn played out really well. It's hard to lose games when you're drawing 2 cards a turn. Alright, game 3, let's see what happens. Yep, we got our divination, and we got a good kill spell, and we got all colors of our mana. I'd say that's good enough. We need to get something early to mutate this onto, draw another card, but we'll throw out the island and go. We're on the play, so our divination is going to be that much better, and this doesn't seem like a particularly fast format, so we should have time to get set up. Although our cycling deck kind of killed fairly quickly here and there. There's a game or 2 that we killed them on turn 7, 6 or 7. Okay, let's see what you got, buddy. Let's see what you got. I like that. Alright, cool. So we wanted an early non-creature for this mutate, so we'll gladly take that. Throw him out there. And turn 4 we'll draw another card. So we'll draw 2, most likely, because they're probably not going to lay anything we care about. And then the next turn we'll mutate onto this guy and draw another. So get all the colors of the rainbow out there. Let's go ahead and attack for 1. Draw 2. Alright. Seems good enough for me. Crystalline Giant. We may change up our game plan. That card can get out of hand. It has reach now. That's the random ability you got, so we kind of have to kill it. And that's perfectly fine. That's fine. So instead of giving a 3/4, I mean, he can't block it. So I could just draw a card and get in, and then kill it next turn. Assuming there's not really another play to play next turn. So I think I'm okay with this, actually. I think I'll go ahead and mutate it. We'll let him get another counter. Obviously put the 3/4 on the top. Draw a card. Get him for 3. Alright, let's see what counter he gets now. The next turn will definitely kill it. I'd rather be more mana effective, so if I got a 4 mana card in the end. Okay, cool. I'd like to see the rest of the cards on this guy. What ability do you get? Death Touch, cool. Alright, now we're definitely killing it. We don't want any more mutate on that. We are flooding just a tad. But the Sandworm will be good with this flood, so we'll kill this now. Probably just play another Glimmer Bell. Get in. Any more mutates, we'll throw in that, draw most more cards. Perfectly happy with that. It's going to be a decent sized elemental. It's tempting to cycle this, but I'm just going to lay it as a 7/7 next. Wait, 4? No. Okay, next turn, yeah. Gonna get in for 4. No good blocks on the ground. We'll let him swing for 5. If he wants to. Just try to beat him down in the air and then let the sandworms go up the ground. Ooh, okay. When that mutates, return a permanent card. So you're gonna get the crystal like giant or the great horn back? Oh, he's gonna get both. Because then he gets the giant great horn and then he puts that on there to get the giant. So he's gonna be able to get both. Nice. He did that wrong. Because you definitely want to get this. You can still cast it, so you can go get a land out of the deck and get the giant on the back end of that. Yeah, I don't think he did that right. You could have had it all. Does it have trample or anything? No. Taking 9 doesn't seem like a good perspective. So I'll untap this and just kind of chump. 7/7's not looking great right now either. That being said, I don't think it's bad to gust that guy. Draw a card. It's better than the 7/7 on the board. I could swing for 3. Let him get in for 9 and then gust the next turn. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to swing for 3. Lay the Great Worm. And then try to kill them. Try to minus a victory some way that way. If this doesn't work, then there's always just bounce the guy and make him a lot smaller. Now, if I bounce him, he gets both the Beast and the Ivy Elemental under him. They all bounce as 1. Okay, pacifism. Oh man, they got 2 spells? Ram through? Yeah. Okay. Can I gust my own creature? You don't control. Nope. All right, well, they might have pulled out a win on this one. We hit far too many lands, and they had a couple really good turns. First strike, death touch. That's a pretty good combo. Oof. Okay. No. I'm not going to tap my red. Especially when I got a chance not to. We'll go ahead and bounce that. Play, get an otter. It's not looking good, folks. Not looking good. Yep. Doing this base is going to make me chump. Can only return a permanent, so I can't get the ram through back. Yep. Making it a 3/4 instead of a 3/3 with those abilities. About to get another one. What is it this time? First strike, death touch, trample. That's pretty good. I have to jump here. I don't think there's anything in our deck to bring us back from this, but let's see what we draw. Mountain, perfect. Okay, well, good game. We had a few misplays along the way, but I don't think we were winning that. I think him punching down our flyer pretty much was going to seal the deal. I think a little bit of flooding was to blame. That's really cool avatar. Okay. I'll keep this. We'll probably cycle this and see if we can draw into this other stuff a little more. Seems like a plenty good hand. Probably not playing Dracus anytime soon. Probably no reason to. His best part of it is when he mutates. That's a good draw. Okay, so we'll send this back and we'll cycle at the end of their turn. Okay, cool. Cycle. Red, white, that's the cycling deck. Okay. I think the best bet is to play the Glimmer Bell. And they killed it. That's perfectly fine because that means they're not going to kill our boar. And our boar has more chance of drawing us cards. Fire Prophecy is just premium removal. It's great. You get to deal 3 for 2, so that's overpowered in itself at instant speed, and then you get to rummage on top of it. Not much more you want in a card. Well, I'm going to play the best card first. Let him Essence Scatter it if that's what he wants to do. No. Do you have a deal 3 or a deal 4? No. Okay, cool. That is a guy I don't mind throwing some mutations onto. This is the one that comes in and puts a... No, when you cycle, you put a flying counter. It's pretty good. All that being said, I don't think we want to mutate. I mean, it'd be nice to ramp a little bit. So maybe we do. That's tough. I think I'd rather swing and get this on board. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Although ramping, like I said, definitely could be the right call. But if they don't have a way to kill our creature here, we're going to draw 2 cards and we're going to get a land eventually soon anyways. they have a way to kill a creature, then playing the enchantment wasn't the right call. They could also gust of wind it for 2 because they have a flying creature. Yep. That was the problem with playing the enchantment there. Hit the mana anyways. Yeah, we just have to play that as a regular creature. Hope that one of these turns he lets us untap with the biggest power creature. Yep, cool. Just don't kill him now. Don't kill him. 2/4 flyer for 4. One cycle. That's a good card. That's a really good card. Wow. We're big. Draw 2 cards. That's just what we want to see. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off by ramming that. I think that's the right call. We want to kill that as soon as possible. Boom. Then I think we want to mutate and return the ram through and get a land out of the deck to get a red for our flame spill. We definitely want the 3/4 on top. Alright, cool. Double trigger. Go get our red. If only he is 1 toughness bigger, we could have punched both of them. That's okay. It's instant speed, we can punch anything else he plays, so he might not play it, and we can also trigger flying or hexproof. Did hexproof. It's probably a good call. Okay. So, 2 cards. We'll get a land here. I think I'm on mutating this. What if that doesn't leave enough mana left over, does it? Because if I had 1 more mana, I could flame spill this and mutate this, returning the flame spill. I think all that being said, I think I am still going to flame spill. I think I want to flame spill this. Go ahead and kill that. And I don't mind playing the otter, holding up the ram through. And just sending the turn back, holding up ram through. And then the next turn we can return the flame spill with this. And if they play more creatures, we can tap down up to 3 creatures because that's the 3rd time mutated. So I think this plays better for the longer game if they don't, for some reason, kill this. Okay, so they rummage. It's a 5/4 with reach that has hexproof, which is not nearly as bad as a 6 power. So we should be able to punch through that a lot easier. Put a counter on target creature I control. Is that an 8? I'm going to put it on the otter. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, so we'll put it on the otter. God, and I still want to mutate on this guy. I still want all the triggers that come along with this. We'll put him on the top, and we'll hit triple triggers. We'll get a land out of the deck. We'll return this flame spill. We'll tap up to X creatures. We're going to submit 0. Green. It's fine. It tapped red for God knows what reason. Swing for 7. Now our double ram through is really going to punch them hard. I guess tapping red was the right call, seeing as I only have 2 left. Yep, glider. That's not going to be good enough. Yeah, I think I let that happen. I let him get big.
and then I ram through after, because if I punch him now, the mutate falls off and then he becomes a 3/4 anyways. So now he's gonna give a boost to his creatures, which is fine. That doesn't matter, but now I can punch it and kill both, which I'm gonna let him get a chance to swing if he wants to do that. He doesn't, so I'll go ahead and ram through and kill that. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, so I'm telling you, this mutate mechanic seems pretty strong if you get the right cards for it. You do some silly stuff. Alright, 3-1 so far. Let's see if we can keep rolling through these games. I don't like that Arena doesn't, if you click on the cards, doesn't lay out all the stuff that's mutated under there, so you can kind of lose track of what's all underneath. I mean, this is a good card to sink all this mana into, but it's not good enough. So I think we're going to maul this. 2 blue. There's a Sharknado again. Oh, man. I go first. I mean, the odds of me drawing a land and 2 draws is probably decent. Any land gets me an otter. A green gets me closer to those. Red lets me do this. I'm gonna try it. I think the percentages are there for sure. It's possible I should send the Typhoon back because, well, at least I can cycle this for 2 and not get a shark off of it. I think the right thing is to send the Spiel back. I'm gonna not. I have 2 mountains in the deck, so I think the odds of hitting any of this is way better. And if I don't hit land, I'm gonna cycle this on turn 2. Okay, 1 more turn to draw it. Perfect. Okay. Phew. Alright, we got a land, we got an otter. Please don't lay a creature. Let's get a free card. Don't lay a creature. Don't kill my creature. Let me be specific. Just play a land and pass. Come on. He never hurt anybody. He's just a cute otter. Interesting. If non-combat damage would be dealt to him, prevent that damage, put a +1/+1. Okay. Well, I think we're going to mutate. Make it big enough to punch through that, and if he doesn't block, I get to draw a card. So it's a win-win. We get to go get a land. We don't have double green for anything, and we might need red later on. So I'm going to take that, and we're going to punch. And if he doesn't block, I get to draw a card. Perfect. Alright, cool. Setting ourselves up for glory here. We officially got out of the 2 mana hole we were in. We got a hand of very strong spells. That's great. That's good long term. This can tap things down. Yuck. Don't like that. Okay. But we got, like I said, a lot of late game strong cards in our hand. I don't see, even if I draw a land, me laying this out. As you can see, it will never trigger. It will trigger for 1 shark, but a 2/2 shark doesn't do me much good. Rather than a 4/4 shark that draws me a card would be much better. I think I'm in for an elemental, a big one. Well, 4/4. I think that punches through the whole board. It doesn't get around Divine Arrow, so it's possible I should wait. But if I lay this as a 4/4, then I cannot punch ram through this. It will add 4 counters, and that's not what we want to do. I think we just let this guy be, let him do what he's going to do.
What are we thinking about here? Now, if they have Divine Arrow, it's possible they just swing with this guy and Divine Arrow their own person. Ah, okay. So we're just gonna get on the beat me down with flyers plan. It's a good plan. Okay, so now we have a couple options here. We can Archipelago Gore. I can put it on here, make this an 11-11, and tap this down and swing for 11. That's a strong option. This, neither of these are humans, so they could have the black-white thing that makes me exile a creature, but they have to take equal to the toughness. So, I mean, that could be good. We could ram through and then get in. I think the Pelacor, I think just the upside of being able to hit for 11 if it works is just going to be too good to pass up. So we'll tap this down. It doesn't untap. We'll swing for 11. And put it on them. Now they can't really just swing into me. Now they kind of have to deal with this. And their ram through punches through anything but this guy. If we ram through that, that would be just terrible. Interesting. Okay. Well, we got him for 11 there. The more mana, the better. Good Sharknado for 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could make a 5/5 at instant speed and draw a card. That's not bad. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send the turn back to them and take a chance of the 5/5 eating one of these guys. Let's see what happens. Are they thinking about further mutating on these people? It's interesting. Interesting and scary all at the same time. Interesting. Okay. He comes in, put a trample counter on non-human creature you control. So that'd be on either of those. And then they can pump. Okay. We'll let them do that. Cool. Giving that guy trample. Makes me worried that they do have a Divine Arrow. If they do, that's 6 here. I think I'm going to block this when I get the chance, and I won't block here because the Divine Arrow could kill this and it'd trample over. Really? Whenever this mutates, each loses X life and you gain life, but X is the one. Okay. Death touch. Yikes. Cool. So now we'll go back to blocking here instead. Resolve all. Okay. Let them attack first, and then we'll do this for 5. Take 5 here, and we'll eat this here. And then Frost links this with what we just drew. Actually, instead of doing that, let's just ram it. Don't give them any chance to mutate any further on it. We'll Frost links this and kind of give them a little 2-turn clock. Good game. Weaseled our way out of that one, we did. It's possible we don't play the Frost links there and play the 2/4 instead, and then hold up Frost links to instead tap down one of their flyers if they lay one as a blocker, which is probably the better call. I think that's what I should have did. Be more mana effective that way as well. Yeah, I think I played that wrong. Gave him a little more outs than he should have had. Either way,
we won. Just better to think about those things while you have the chance. This, and then a 2-mana bounce spell, draw a card. We can play any of this. All 3 of our mana. Talk about a perfect hand. They said a perfect hand doesn't exist, but clearly they were wrong. Woo! Alright, if we can get one of those 3-mana mutate guys, I'd be very happy. Cycling deck. Ooh, we kept a 1-laner with 2 1-mana. I understand. I'd probably keep it too. Ram through. That's good. I really don't want to play a 2/2 elemental, even if they're stuck on land. And I don't want to play this without value either. Yeah, I'm just going to send it back. Give them a little bit of time to hit their lands. That's fine. They didn't hit their land? Oh my. That's rough sledding. Once they get to their cards, though, their cycling cards are going to be real good if they care about them in the graveyard. Yep, armor set. Now that I'm making a 3/3 elemental, I'm much happier with it, so I will gladly play it as a 3/3. That at least gives me somewhat more of a clock. A 2/2 can just be outmatched quickly, as you can see with this armor set. Just going to punish them more for stumbling. Okay. We'll just keep swinging. I don't see a point in laying this as a 2/3. I'd rather keep it up for returning flame spill. And again, I'm not going to use this just to put a body out there. Although maybe I should, because if I do, that'd be 6 damage. So I could be wrong for not doing this. They have a lot of 1-mana cyclers. I've seen that deck before. Yep. That Helix is going to be real good if they hit it. It's dealing 6 so far. Stinger. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and spill this Stinger pretty quickly. Deal 1. 2, I mean. Yep. He's going to deal 1 to me. And if they hit another land, they're going to have some scary cards. We're going to use the 2 red, and we're going to mutate onto this guy to return. Keep the 2/3 on top so we deal more damage. We'll return the flame spill. Keep doing some damage. I should have played the Frostlinks last turn. I really should have. This is 4 more damage that it would have done. Yeah, well, they're in definite trouble. Because I'm not going to ram through that. I'm going to flame spill that. And that should be, what, 3? Yeah, that should be the game. Unfortunate for them for not hitting their mana. But that should do it. That was pretty much a non-game. I think in those situations I gotta forget, just put aside that those have extra abilities and play them out and try to punish them more. I gave them a little bit of an open door to where if they hit their mana for that 4th one, they could have helixed my face or one of my creatures and gained like 7 life and been kind of right back in the game if they just draw out of it. Whereas if I lay the Frostlinks, it kind of shuts the door a little bit harder. 2-mana creature that can mutate really good, and then a cycler,
and this guy to mutate onto. Yeah, I'm in for this deck card. This hand, and then a 2-mana bounce, draw a card for the Glimmer Bell. Yeah, it's pretty good. Should be good. Put this here because I'm probably never playing it for its full card cost. Greater Sandworm's great. It's really good. When it's a 7-mana creature, it just beats. It's hard to deal with. When you don't need it to be, it just cycles for 2. So, I mean, it does everything you want it to do. Never a dead card. Unless they pacify it like the one game. Then it's kind of dead. But we don't talk about that. Yeah. Seen that guy before. Okay. He doesn't have to tap to do his ability. Frostlinks won't do us much good. How do I want to go about this? I think I want to get this Primal on board as quick as possible. So next turn we won't probably get to draw 2 cards unless they use this ability. But we will get this flyer bigger, which will be better for the Heron in the long run. Or just as a big creature, a better flyer. Okay, swing for 2. Oh, I didn't even look. He has a companion card. All this stuff costs 3 or more. That's pretty cool. It did let us draw 2 cards. Thank you, buddy. Alright. Is it possible I want to gust of wind and cycle? If I do that, then I won't draw 2 cards off of this. If I go ahead and just mutate, I will draw 2 cards and draw 1 initially. Yeah, I think I let him just do his things with this. I'm going to draw, mutate and draw, and then possibly draw 2 more. I might just let him have his fun. Cool. We're in for a lot of card draw. Which means that Sandworm may actually be cast this game. Because I don't see me holding up 2 mana to cycle at any time. I think I'm going to be tapping out most of the time. There you are, buddy. Alright. Is he going to get another land? No, he's going to play a big old beast. Cool. Draw 2 cards. Anytime they let you do this, it feels like you're getting away with something. Ooh, we could put 2 counters on this, draw a card, and swing for 5 for 4 mana. Do we want to do that, or does that get too greedy at this point? He is going to be able to get another land onto the battlefield. I think the right call is to kill this. I'd love to pump that even more, but I think that's too greedy. I think it's putting all the eggs in one basket, and I don't think we need to do that. Bouncing this would be horrible. So we don't want to gust of wind it. They're going to use it anyways and gramp another land. Get him for 3. And I think we just lay another flyer. Kind of just let them dirtle around and draw cards. We're drawing a bunch of cards too. And then we'll start getting them with our bounce and tempo. And maybe more card draw. I think this turn is the turn that we're going to stop getting to draw cards. Because you're going to lay this and have the biggest creature. Oh god. Never mind. That is an ape. That is one heck of an ape. Whenever it swings, it destroys. Yeah. So we're going to want to tap that down so he can't kill this. And bouncing that would be terrible because he comes and fights it again. So let's
think for a minute. I think I have to tap that. This getting destroyed just feels awful. Yeah, so we're going to tap that and probably draw 2. I probably should draw 2 first to get a best look at my hand, but we kind of already just played it, so. So we'll just draw it now. I don't think that changed anything. At least the sandworm can rumble with this big old ape. Dear God, man. All the rares. He bounces it, so he's going to fight with it again. Oh, God, that's filthy. He's got some cool cards. That's some sick stuff. That's a good draw. So we can deal 7 to the ape, which we're going to definitely want to do. And then we can lay the otter. Yep, so let's kill the ape. Kill the ape, lay the otter, and pass the turn. This is getting sketchy. He has far too many rares and good cards. This ape's a rare? What? That's a mythic level card. Wow. I can see why he did the companion. He's got a strong deck. Bunch of cards in his hand. Luckily, we can take this and mutate it on one of these, put in 2 counters, and just kind of swing. Spent. Oh man, it's got it all. So he's going to go tutor and put a card from his deck into his graveyard, and then he's going to return 2 to his hand. So basically, he gets to pick the best 2 cards in his deck. And he chose the Heron and the ape again. So, man. I have to really think about this. Okay, so we can gust of wind this guy out of the way and kind of keep him to 1 spell a turn. We gust of wind him out of the way. We get in for 6, draw a card. We're going to draw a card off a gust of wind, and we're going to have 3 mana left over. And we can Lord Drakus to return another kill spell to our hand. I think that's what we have to do. I think that's our path to victory. Strand him with all these cards in his hand where he can only do one thing at a time. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to bounce this. We're going to draw a card. Hopefully, assuming he doesn't have some kind of counter. Greater Sandworm, that's fine. Got one of those as well. Okay, now we'll swing with both. Get him for 6. Draw another card. So now we have to decide what we want to do here. I don't think I want to show him that I have this. I think I want him to be surprised when I can bounce this thing again. So I think we get lethal on the board. He can play this. He's going to fight one thing. And then we have 2 things, a 3 and a 2, that we can bounce and get in for lethal. So let's go ahead and lay this and try our best to beat this mythic, rare, studded deck that we're facing. Let's see if we can get out of it. He's going to think that his best plan is to lay the ape and kill our 3/3, our otter, which it should normally be a good plan. But he doesn't know that we have Lord Drakus. So what we're going to do is he's going to fight the otter, and then we're going to Lord Drakus one of our people, probably the Recluse, to put 2 counters on it. We're going to bring back the Gust of Wind. We're going to bounce that guy again and hopefully get in for lethal.
If we can get out of a game where he's played the ape 3 times, feel like we've just achievement unlocked something. This is kind of crazy. Yep, using his timeouts, taking his time, figuring out what he wants to do. Oh gosh, 1 green left. I don't think he can stop us. I think we just itemized a victory out of this. Okay, he's gonna target that guy. Put it on the otter. Sharknado doesn't do me any good. We'll go ahead and make sure we take our time and do this the right way. Okay, so 1 and 2. I'm going to mutate this on the frost links. Okay, 2, 3 bodies better. And we're going to get the gust of wind back. Again, like I said, we're taking our time. We're going to make sure we do this the right way. Bounce this. Play land. Swing for 7. Good game. Whew. Whew. He had 8 cards in hand left and all those rares, and we still pulled it off. Heck yeah, guys. That's why you play Magic. Alright, we're doing really good. We're 6 and 1. We're going for that 7th win. We're going to try to get 7 with this one. Cycling, we got 6. Mutation, let's get to 7. This feels like a really strong deck and a really cool mechanic. And the fact that we're getting here like this, exciting. Let's hit this end boss. Okay, 3 blue. We're on the play. A green, and we're still kind of meh. A red, and we at least got a. I can't keep that. Alright, this is much better. Well, I wouldn't say much better, but at least we're on the play and we get to draw cards. I think I might ship 1 land back because we're going to draw a couple cards, and we're drawing 2 cards with this. And these removal spells with any creatures is probably going to be good. They're higher end than hitting the lands. We'll hit lands eventually. Yep, so we'll keep this. We'll ship a forest back and see what happens. Come on, let's get 7. Let's get 7. Let's get 7. We'll play the blue first. If we could hit like our 1/3 flyer, that glimmer guy, that'd be great. Nope. Good thing we put the land on the bottom at this point because we drew another one. We could be flooded if we didn't put that land on the bottom. Instead, we might have a chance. Okay, so Death Touch or Lifelink. We're in green, so if I was them, I'd probably choose Death Touch. Blocks better. They chose Lifelink. They didn't agree. Let's draw 2 cards while we got the chance. Cool. Alright. Got a game plan. Next turn's Bristling Boar. And we'll see from there. Yeah, anytime I'm seeing them facing down green, you know that the creature is going to be big and they have mutate and a bunch of things. So I'm choosing Death Touch. I want a guy who can get in early and then just... cool. I would have probably played him first so he could be untapped, but probably not too much reason to worry about haste here. We'll play the Boar because it's cheaper to put this on, and we can put this on here, get a land, and the Glimmer Bell next turn. Okay, so they got a ram through the way they're looking at the cards. We also have 2 ram throughs, so if they let us untap, we can really do some cool stuff. I'm not blocking. No good reason to. They let us untap. Okay. Put a lifelink counter. Okay. That's pretty cool. These both have lifelink, so now I kind of see why you chose lifelink for this person. But we're kind of going to blow up that whole plane by just destroying all their lifelink. Do we have to blow up both? I don't think we have to. I kind of want to ramp a land and then kill this guy. And then if she wants to start putting her mana into doing this, then I can just ram through after that as well. Yeah, so let's go ahead. If I put that on there. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. I'm going to kill this first and kind of see what they do. Okay. Oh man. There's also another option just to kill this too and get in. But it feels so greedy to do that. Let's go get a land. Let's ramp a little bit. I'd rather have the 4/3 body, right? Yeah, the 4/3 body. Under. At this point, if they want to trade both their creatures, I will do it so. I don't see me blocking here that much. I am a little lower total, so it's not like I'm quote-unquote winning the race here, but I don't want to be put in a situation where they can hold up a combat trick and deal with it. Yep, more lifelink. And then you're going to put counters on all lifelinks. Yeah, so, like I said, the reason I didn't stay back is because that exactly right there. I think I should ram through, kill this mare, and then make a 3/3 elemental that can block here. Yeah, and then just kind of wait for my sandworm to be able to take over the game. And again, I think holding my board back doesn't do me much good. Yeah, I'm going to swing. Again, if they kill the elemental, it's not so great, but it's also not, I'm not dead. I can break up this whole lifelink plan right here if he just swings. If he doesn't swing, then we'll sit around a little bit longer. If they have any ram throughs of their own, then they can really punish this a little bit. Yep. So you could put a counter on that, or you could pump it even further. I think that's the reason I played it, so let him use a spell or pump. Yeah. Six. So I think I'm gonna go get a land so I can try to hit a sandworm next turn. Glimmer Bell. Send it back. I don't think attacking with the boar has been the best plan this whole time, but I could just take 4. I think I'll take 4 and a chance of if we draw a mutate that. It's going to make this a better block. And just use my life as a resource a little bit. I should attack there again. Just waffling back and forth between attacks. Definitely not playing the best of my ability on that. Attack a creature, gain life due to that creature's toughness. Okay. My turn. Let's play the big guy. Let's send it back. This turn we have to block, otherwise they put a counter on the flyer and they kill us. So we have to block. All kinds of abilities on these things. Yep. He attacks. I block. Boom. At 34. It's going to be a long game if we do get back in this. Blood Curdle. Yikes. Yeah, he should have used that first. No, he doesn't have double black. Never mind. We're dead. They go to their turn, they put a counter on it. Alright, we didn't get 7 wins that time. We got one more chance at it. Didn't play the best, but they also kind of had good things going on. They had their life gain ability on there. That's one more chance at the end, boss. Ran back to the save point. We're running back up on him. Let's get him. Gray Merchant. What a name. Goes first. We're on the draw. We got 3 draws to get a land. Any one land is going to let me either tap down a creature or lay this. I think I'm going to keep it. I like it. A land really makes it go off. Oh, okay. Each permanent card in your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less. You may cast from your grave. Ooh, that's going to be a cool old deck. I'm interested to see this. I don't know how good that is in limited to have all your deck be little guys, but we're going to see it. It's going to be neat. And we're kind of got a slow hand, so it could certainly punish us for it. Okay, every time you cycle makes a 1/1. That's a good one. Half tempted to cycle this Shark Typhoon. No, I don't think I'm gonna. Okay, cool. We're hitting our mana. I think the best bet is to Frostlinks this 3/1. Because there's a chance that he just has pacifism in his hand and then I'll be getting hit for 3. Although blocking here and keeping this guy off the board earlier is better, I think this is the better plan because there's a better chance we might trade here, and if they pacify this, then I only take 2 instead of 3. Yeah, you certainly got a cool looking deck. Let's see what happens. 3 mana, all below 2. I mean 3 colors, all below 2. He's a mad lad. But if we untap with this and he doesn't kill this, or if he just pacifies this, we're going to ram it. We're going to punch it right in the face. So we're taking 2 to just ram it. So he can't make any more 1/1s. What else would I want to do? Would I want to make a 3/4 flyer and draw a card? I think if he offers a trade, I'd take it. Make it 2/3 next turn. Just trade when I can. Yep. Yeah. full on aggro. How do you make a 2/2 at instant speed and draw a card? Let's see how they interact with that. If they don't hold this up, then we might be able to jump in and jump something, eat something. Really? Alright, we're going to try. If it resolves, then we'll think about who we want to chump. The best person to eat is probably this one, so we can't tap any of our dudes going forward. This provides a lot of extra creatures. I'm gonna eat the tapper and then still have my guy around to eat one of these later. Ooh lordy. If this survives, we can ram through this and we'll be in okay shape, or we'll just punch this. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill this. Keep him from keeping on that crap. Yep, so we'll start right off with doing that. Cancel. We don't want him to get to his turn and cast more stuff. One free spell was enough. Now he has his tapper back. That's scary. Let's go with this. Lay that out. It's a good blocker. They're both good blockers now. Alright, he's down to 2 cards. Don't bring that guy back out of the yard, please. Yeah, that's pretty good. You definitely want to ping me in response to that trigger. You lost a point of damage. Cool. Alright, and he's going to tap down the shark and get it for 4? 5? Cool. Not liking our chances, team. This is one of those situations where it's going to be better to lay out all my creatures rather than mutate. We're going to stem the bleeding a little bit and make it to where this guy can't just tap down my whole board. So I think laying him as a regular creature and laying him as a Glimmer Bell and passing the turn. The next turn I can go get a red. Hopefully maybe start killing things. We just want to take as much time and try to minimize the bleeding here. And return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Play a 3/1 and a 2/2. That is scary. Man, his deck is sweet. That was a great draw. That was a great draw. We gotta hit this, because if we hit this, he just brings it back. This guy's more scary as far as he can tap our people down and keep us from blocking. But we have to kill this, absolutely. Or he's just going to keep bringing people back we kill. So, first things first. No thinking about it, just straight up punch. Kill it. Take one. Now, I think I have to draw a card and go get a red. I can't lay this as a creature. I think it's going to be better as a mutate here. And we're going to put the... It doesn't matter, they're the same creature. Okay. Get their land out of the deck. Get another ram through. Okay. Okay. We're mising it out. We're bit by bit. Might be able to pull something off here. Yep. It's going to tap down one of our big creatures. It's going to swing out. We can trade and eat a couple people. Then we can punch the last person and kill a last person. So maybe. We cannot take the damage here at all. So we'll block both. Now he's given us some cool things to kill, like I can just kill this guy, and then we're kind of set up in an okay spot. So let's start with paying this mana to kill the tapper. And we'll ram through the gremlin. Does one. Now he missed out on one damage, so we'll see if that matters. We'll hold the land in hand, and we'll start swinging. Oh, buddy. Hold the baby. See if we can find a way out of this. We've seen all three of our ram throughs. Shark Typhoon. One with the mind is a great draw. Let's see what we draw off of it first. Draw two cards. Okay. Glimmer Bell makes me think it's safe to attack still. Divine Arrow. Yeah. Play that. Play another land. End the turn. So cool thing about the Glimmer Bell is if they end up another tapper, I can just pay 2 and untap it. We don't win this race, so I'm not going to attack with the Glimmer Bell. Well, actually I am, because I can just untap it. I just said that. So it has virtual vigilance. We'll see if he doesn't think we know it. Boop. Jellyfish. Bloop. Let's eat it. He's gonna let us. Okay. Maybe he didn't know. Cycling. I would have totally played that out. I don't know if I would have cycled that. Oh, that's good. Let's go ahead and swing. Let's play this for 4, 8, 9, 10. Play it as a 9/9. Alright, this guy had a sweet deck. Can we get out of this? Remember, they're all 2-mana spells in this deck. Right, let's swing for 10. Boom, boom. Let's play an Otter and hold up being able to untap her Glimmer Bell. Did we get there? Come on, whammy no whammy. We got there. 7 wins with the mutate deck all the way. We beat that sick aggro deck at the end by the skin of our teeth. Love it. So definitely some bumps along the road, but I think all in all, mutate is an insane mechanic. And I think we made a lot of good decisions on whether to mutate, whether or not to. And I think as long as they have good abilities on them, then you don't mind loading up some creatures. Some of the other ones that are bad, that rummage and things like that, aren't nearly as good to do, but drawing a card, getting lands out of your deck, all those seem just super, super good. So Mutate's awesome. The set is awesome. So far, we've got 6 wins with a Cycling deck and 7 wins with a Mutate deck. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope it was interesting to watch, and hopefully I wasn't too tired and made too many mistakes. But thanks for watching, and hope you'll watch the next one. See you guys.